Welcome to Barely Balanced. We're two realtor moms building businesses, raising kids, and trying to stay mostly sane. I'm Larissa.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is where real estate and real life collide.
Okay, episode 2.
Money mindset?
Money mindset. Yep, our relationship with money.
Did you grow up like talking about money was so taboo? I feel scandalous right now.
Yes. No, not really.
No?
Not really.
Oh, yeah. It was, we don't talk about money in our house.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen to episode 1.
That kind of makes sense. I grew up, like, my parents were, my mom made me when I was, it was before they ever bought a house. So I had to have been like 2, 3, maybe 4, a fake checkbook.
Cute.
And they would she taught me how to write a check, and then we'd have to balance it.
Yeah. Cute.
And that was like the only way, like when we would go buy something, like I wanted nail polish, and like we would do it that way. And my dad though he worked at Boeing, and he was a union rep, and so we had to write contracts and negotiate everything growing up.
I love that.
And so, like, if I wanted to go to the Backstreet Boys concert, then it's a contract of how I'm working off that, like how I'm earning. He's going to buy the ticket, and how I'm earning half of it or whatever they're going to make me contribute.
I love that.
So we always were talking about money.
Did you talk about it with other people? Outside of your family? That's what I mean by it being taboo.
Well, yes, I understand that. So I feel like my mom's side of the family, I don't know that no one really has money in my family.
Mm-hmm.
Like aunts, uncles, nobody's like really, really well off. So it wasn't like it wasn't not talked about because it's taboo. It was just not talked about because it wasn't anything to talk about.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I never got the feeling that it was taboo. I have a couple of friends though that I would be like, oh, like I knew exactly how much money my dad made in an hour, and they would never know that about their parents, or they would, and I was like, why? Like,
yeah,
Yeah. So, and my parents were really open about like, like, oh, this family member needed to borrow money or something like that. And because that would happen, or the perception of our family having more money than other people in our family, and how ridiculous that kind of was to them. But in perspective wise, like they, know how much my dad makes, and so they know how much they make there, but they don't live in the same like state. They're on the other side of the country, so their mortgage payment's also half. It's just like those little pieces that aren't really weighed out. Yeah. I don't think it was taboo to talk about.
Okay. We definitely had a thread of money is the root of like evil.
Yeah. I mean, that was
thing.
Yeah.
And so, which is interesting. Like if you had just watched our first episode or listened to our first episode, and now we're talking some of this didn't necessarily like make sense, right? Because there was the borrowing and the shuffling that they did. But then there was also like, well, so-and-so makes a lot and that's why they're not great. And I remember when I got into this industry, there was a lot of fear around it. And then I started making more than a lot of my family. And then there was a very weird shift that was happening. Like this concern, like, well, don't let it ruin your life. Don't let it change who you are.
Yes.
And that was really interesting. And then I remember early when I was like running into that first ceiling of like business, of like I'm getting nervous about what I'm doing. I remember, I don't remember who it was that said this, but they basically just said that like money doesn't change you as a person, it amplifies who you are. And so then I was like, interesting. So you don't turn into an evil person, but a spotlight gets put on it because you have access to do more of the things that you shouldn't be doing. And so I was like, that's really interesting, which means also if you're a really like good person, like you're spending your money in like conscientious ways and doing good with that for yourself or for others or both, it just gets amplified. You don't all of a sudden become like morally different. And I was like, that's really interesting.
Oh.
So I liked that thought a lot.
I do too. It makes me, that makes me think more and more. I do agree with that. I think it's a slippery slope.
It is.
I think if you're morally
undecided.
Yeah, like if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for everything. Like whatever that saying is, which is so true. And I think, no, I just think about money as more money, more problems. Like your problems get bigger. It doesn't solve anything.
But they don't have to. I think your habits get amplified too at the same time.
Yeah.
So if your habit is when I have a budget, I spend to it.
Yeah.
If I have $100, I can go spend $100.
Yeah.
If that's the habit, then when that $100 is $10,000, you're going to spend $10,000.
Right.
If the habit is I buy the things that I need that are beneficial for myself and my family, and you happen to only be spending $100 doing that.
Yes.
When your budget goes to $10,000, your habit doesn't. Your habit might still stay at $100. Your habit might go a little bit up because you find more beneficial things, but your mindset was never about spending to what you can. It was spending for what served you.
Yes.
And I think that is what like you have to shift real quick because I had the budget mindset for a long time. What I have is what I can spend. Now I still have savings and I still have different buckets that they go in.
Right.
But I know that when I have this budget, that's what I can spend to. And I've had to shift that right quick because those numbers get real big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they can. And I mean, no, we didn't have a $10,000 spending budget by no means.
I'm like, damn girl.
No. But it went from, it really went from like when we were in our first house, I'm not kidding. We had a $50 discretionary budget per month. That included eating out.
That's pretty small. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were like tight. But also like I was putting away quite a bit in savings because that was the priority. And so that went to now like our discretionary spending budget is about $400 of like we can buy Amazon purchases.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Well, Amazon purchases and like other things because we include like paper towels in that list.
Right.
It's like $400 to $600.
Sure.
So I do spend that now. In that budget. It's not 50 anymore.
Yeah.
But I also have 4 people living in my house instead of 2.
Yeah.
And I have a bougie dog.
Oh. That's funny. Oh, my poor dog. He's very sweet, but not spoiled by any means.
Yeah.
He's down to earth.
Don't get a bougie dog.
Oh,
bad choice.
No, we're boxer dogs. Family.
That's good. That's good.
Goofy, slobbery. He fits right in.
Cute. Oh my gosh. The other thing that's like interesting is, so we talked a little bit about like partners.
Yeah.
Right. And then spending with one household budget for 2 people.
Yeah.
We combine all of our finances. Do you guys do that too?
Absolutely.
Okay. So for people that have separate accounts, this like might not apply as much.
I want to talk to those people. I need to understand.
You know
why.
What? We actually had a conversation recently, and I'll explain what led to it here in a second. Okay. But we had a conversation recently about having like our own spending pools that we can pull out of because I'm a spender and he's a saver.
Okay.
And remember, my habit is spending to the budget.
Yeah.
Which isn't, it's a habit I'm still working on.
Well, but you're still like giving yourself guardrails.
Sure.
Okay.
We're working on it.
Sure. Okay.
We're debt free, but we're working on it.
I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you. But he was the type that would like ask if he could go buy something at Taco Bell.
Sure.
Like really minimal. And so recently we've been talking about that when it came to like date nights of like, I want to be able to like, I just want you to ask me on a date. And the question for him was always like, well, do we have enough to be able to go on a date? And then what type of restaurant can we go to? That kind of thing.
Yes.
And so recently we had a conversation of like, maybe we need our own spending pools just of the discretionary spending.
Okay.
Right? Just discretionary spending pools. That way we can like freely give and spend on each other without feeling like is this pulling from the household budget? Is this impacting anything negatively? And it's been a topic of conversation recently.
I'm curious how that's going to go for you guys.
So far, we've taken no action. It's just been a conversation.
Okay, because my thought about that is, okay, you each have your buckets, but so he spends his bucket on taking you on a date?
No, I think he would save his bucket most of the time.
Yeah.
I think very occasionally would he use that for a date. Very occasionally would he use it for things like a guy's shooting day, right? Because they would go out and buy bullets and whatever, right?
They're expensive, yeah.
They are.
Yes.
But he loves doing that kind of thing. And so I think that's what he would do. But I think for the most part, he would end up saving that and then probably never actually spending it. And I would have to be constantly encouraging him to spend it. Where was your question going? I got lost.
If his is going, because he's saving his.
Yeah.
Is his the date money?
No.
Or is that coming out of household?
I would think that would mostly still come out of household.
Okay, good. Okay, that is where the question is.
Okay.
Because I'm like, that doesn't seem fair that his bucket is paying.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Because that doesn't seem. And also, it is both of your monies, and
100%.
You know, but
I think he needs permission to spend it. Is where his money mindset stop is.
Okay.
Of like the uncertainty around how much can be spent and what.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's looking at accounts all the time, so I know mentally how much we can spend.
Right.
And he's not. And so like I think he needs a bucket for like, oh no, if we want to go to a nice dinner, like it's a non-negotiable. It's fine.
Okay.
I think he needs like
the knowing that. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We have a couple of buckets that were
okay. So you have checking.
Picking into, yeah.
What do you, that's actually a great line of questioning. Like, what do you have your buckets set at?
What do you mean?
Like, I have a checking account, a savings for vacations, and a checking account for my boys, which childcare comes out of.
Oh, got it.
What are your accounts that you have, or your buckets?
We have our checking, a savings, and then we have a bucket where we pull our mortgage and like bills.
Okay. So you have a bills checking account?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we have another one that is, I call it our down payment. And so that's like for our cabin or vacation home that we're wanting to buy.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So what do you use your main checking account for then?
Probably like our discretionary.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And groceries, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gas, groceries.
Okay.
Not like mortgage and like PSC, our power bills, cable bill, that kind of stuff. Bills, and then everything else is just our checking account.
Okay.
Which I don't keep a lot in our checking account.
Yeah. Well, if it's discretionary, you just need the discretionary numbers in there.
Yeah.
Do you function primarily off of debit cards or credit cards?
Debit.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Tell me why.
My business, though, I mean, because credit cards scare the heck out of me.
Okay.
Yeah. And Josh doesn't fully understand how they work, and so I don't want him to have
an aneurysm over.
Yeah.
So, food for thought. Using a credit card and paying it off every single month is 3% back.
I know.
For doing nothing and still spending the same amount that you're spending.
Yes. I know this.
Okay. As long as you know and are choosing to not.
Yeah.
Not out of fear, out of choice.
Well, it's both, but
what do you think is going to happen? That you'll like start randomly spending a lot more than you should?
Yeah.
Okay. What if you, just set it up to pay it every time? Here's my question. Are you looking at your checking account balance before spending on your debit card?
Yeah.
Okay. So your habit of the way in which you budget or make decisions on spending is based off of balance?
Yes.
What if you did that same exact habit, but you set a budget for how much that credit card bill is allowed to be?
Yeah.
And you only do that. Always have that same amount in your actual checking account.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a $1,000 budget for the month.
Sure.
In all categories, whatever the categories are. Your credit card balance can only be up to $1,000 for that time period. And then when you're checking your debit balance, right, before you make the purchase, you just check the credit card instead before you make the purchase. And so instead of seeing $1,000, now you're going to see $700 and knowing you can only spend $300.
Yeah.
And then you auto pay it.
Yeah.
So you're never accruing interest. And you are accruing 3%. Because 3% over a lifetime of spending is a lot of money.
Yeah.
That pays for vacations. I mean, I bought a plane ticket off of savings recently.
Yeah.
Like credit card savings through the business. What is happening?
Was it a business trip you bought the ticket for?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I don't want to ask
it's to go down to Mega Camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And you should. And that's exactly like in my business. Yes, I absolutely do it that way.
Okay.
Just not in my home. I think I shared Josh does not like the conversation of money.
That's right.
And so it would take a lot for me to feel comfortable living that way.
With the credit cards?
Yeah.
Because then you'd be responsible for it, do you think? Or like, because then it would have to be the conversations.
I know me, and I would obsessively check it in the morning. First thing I wake up, I'd be checking it. Yeah. After lunchtime, I'd be checking it. Yeah. It's not... The 3% to me right now is not worth that.
See, I think that's a really good...
It would consume my thoughts.
Yes. And I think there's a trade-off. Anytime you're making like financial decisions like that, it's the same thing I said the other day about the rental properties.
Yes.
It's the trade-off of like the mental, I know it makes more sense to do this, but it's not worth my mental health and like my brain power over.
Yes.
So yes, I think I totally get that.
Yeah.
Of like, you're aware it could happen and you're consciously making a choice not to do it.
Right.
And all the better for you.
Yeah.
Our staging company is 100% on debit as well.
Yeah.
And it's like a nice little refresher.
Yeah.
Because it's the only thing that we run 100% off debit.
A little bit Dave Ramsey, like cash only.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how I run my home. But
that's good.
Because if we don't have it, you're not spending it.
Yeah.
And
that's the mindset. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So on that then, what else are you guys doing if he's not having the conversations about money at home? How does that function otherwise? Like when you need to make purchases for things, like are you guys running by? I've always been curious about this. Like, do you run grocery purchases by each other, or like do you run anything by each other?
When it's a personal item.
Okay. Like what?
If it's $100, probably not.
Okay.
We're beyond that. But I think if it's like over 200, maybe around 300, then we're like, he's checking with me. I don't check in with him.
Oh, you don't?
No, because I'm the one that knows if we have it or not.
Have you ever run into a situation? Okay, valid. Have you ever run into a situation though where like you just went out and spent something, knowing the mental math of what you have, and then he comes and like wants to spend something, and you're like, so dear, what will be arriving in the mail tomorrow?
Right. I'm not the spender.
Oh, so okay, that also helps for clarification.
I'm not really the spender. I mean clothes, Stitch Fix, and those kinds of things, but that's like once a quarter. That's not an every month thing. That's not and sometimes if I bought things on Amazon or something, like I'll completely skip it because I don't need anything. But that's not
okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
We still run by. I do a better job now of like running purchases by him, not for permission, but for like my own double check of like, do I actually need this? Because sometimes I will really feel like I need something, and then he'll be like, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay, I do have that conversation. It's like, oh, I really want this. tell me I don't need it.
Yeah. I need you to talk me down.
I need you to say no to this because I really want it.
Yeah.
I don't need it to sit in my closet or wherever, you know.
We will also, like when we're...
the Pilates at home gym.
The $2,000 reformer.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you don't need that.
I don't need that.
Nope. Recently he was showing me this Blackstone smoker combo, and it's like $1,400. So we're not buying it, but we are now actively saving towards it because it is like, it would be really cool.
Yeah.
But we're both like,
do you guys have a smoker?
We have a smoker, and we have a Blackstone.
Yes.
But the Blackstone sits out front, like in our garage, and we use it camping.
Yeah.
And then we're like front yard barbecue people if we use it.
Yeah.
And the smoker is in the back, but it's chunky and challenging to use, and it just doesn't get used a lot. So I'd love something out back. Anyway, there's a whole reason for the potential of wanting it, but we're not just going to go out and like buy it. Right.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys are a little bit younger than us, so I feel like we're now of the age where it's like Josh's main hobbies. It used to be fishing and golfing, and now it's lawn care and smoking meats. So we have a $2,500 smoker.
See, and if you're using it all the time, great.
He uses it all the time, multiple times a week.
Keith is the type that will want to do something, and he wants a gadget before he starts doing it. And I have learned that doesn't make him do it or enjoy it anymore by having the gadget first. And so just on the topic of the smoker thing, it's like getting back into like smoking a lot more. And he's like, well, why don't I get this new gadget so that I can do it and enjoy it? And I'm like, how about we clean our current gadget?
Yeah.
So there are in some ways...
Show me that you'll use it more before we need to upgrade.
So there are in some ways that I'll like pull him back with that kind of thing. And the other thing on budget and like spending is we do a lot of Amazon shopping. Of course, that's how we get most of our stuff. But I will like leave things in the cart. Or save for later, unless it's something that like I know I have to buy this. But I will like stack that full of stuff and then find that like 3 days later I'm like delete.
Same.
Don't care about any of these things.
Yeah. Same.
Right now I have a toy organizer and a shoe organizer in there, and they've been in there for a week, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy the shoe organizer and not the toy organizer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The problem isn't the organization of toys, it's the amount of toys. So we're just going to purge.
Yeah, amen to that, sis.
Yeah. But the shoes, that's a non-negotiable.
We're not purging those.
No.
Shoes are forever. We're not growing out of our shoes.
Well, they just keep getting... Yeah, I don't grow out of my shoes, but I do keep accumulating them.
So we need to keep them organized. That makes sense. I fully support that.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I think for married couples, I will say, it is more of a balancing act of your partner's life story and how they grew up in the story of money that they're bringing to the table, and figuring out what works for you. I have one of my best friends. She's been married longer than I think they just celebrated. It'll be 16 years for them this year, and they have always had separate accounts.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have always been separate.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works. We don't really talk about money very much, but
we also got like, I feel like both of us, we got married young enough too. Like I didn't have a lot of adult life without my husband involved.
Yeah.
And so it didn't make sense for us to have separate accounts.
Right.
I mean, we had separate accounts when we got married, but they were minimally used.
Right.
It
was like food and rent.
Right. There just wasn't very much time where I had a separate one. And so I will say, though, we did wait to actually combine our accounts until we got married, and we were engaged for 2.5 years. So there was a long period of time where we were functioning as separate accounts.
Yeah.
But it was like,
why were you engaged for so long?
Oh, because we started dating in October 1st, when we were in like 2007 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
In high school. Yeah. And so October 1st was our date. And so we wanted to wait till October 1st to get married. Cute. And it wasn't on a Saturday for 2.5 years. And so we waited because we wanted that date.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a commitment to a date.
We really wanted that. This was the logic, though. The engagement and the marriage, like that period of time, like it doesn't matter. Right. We're still living together. It's still all the same things. There was a conversation about the tax savings difference between being married and not. So we thought about maybe going to a courthouse and doing it. But then the reality is, like, the day we get married, that date, we celebrate every single year for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And so waiting an extra year, because normally a wedding is still like a year and a half for planning. Not for you, apparently. I see the look on your face. But normally it's still a while to like plan everything out.
Yeah.
And so we're like, in the grand scheme of life, it doesn't matter for us to wait a little bit longer.
I planned a wedding in 7 months.
That's tight. My dress took 7 months.
Oh, yeah. No, I got right to it.
Good job. So lots of conversations. I think I'm surprised to hear you guys don't have more conversations around money at home.
Yeah, I think it is becoming more and more comfortable. You know, that we've been together for 15 years, almost 16 years.
Yeah.
Money is becoming more comfortable to talk about. And I think it's our maturity and like making sure that we're working towards the same goals and we're getting through the hurdles and the valleys and all of the things together, and making sure we're on the same page is, I mean, the only way through it.
Yeah. I think that's super important. I just saw an Instagram post too, and it was like, the person you marry, you're also like, is the biggest financial decision you'll ever make. Because the two of you together.
That, but it's true. It is true.
Because the two of you together are making financial moves through life together.
Yeah.
And so income, spending, investing, all of that are decisions you make for the most part together. Even when you have separate accounts.
Sure.
You're still making those decisions together.
Yeah.
We made the decision together to get into real estate.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all of that ends up happening, even though it's behind the scenes conversations. One person still supports the other.
Right.
So, yeah, it is important to have at home and just in varying, I think, amounts over time. And the more money that your family and your like investments acquire, the more they deserve conversation.
Yes, exactly. I'm just having a hard time with, like, it is probably one of the biggest financial decisions that you will make in your partner who you marry, but I don't think that should have anything, like, it shouldn't affect who you're choosing.
Well, I mean, if they are a person that spends every dime that they have and go into debt all day long, you feel like that's a part of the conversation?
I married him.
Okay. Okay.
All right. There's nothing I wouldn't go through with like.
Yeah.
I would choose him over and over again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Could I have married somebody more financially, like, planning, looking forward? Probably, but I don't want them. I want mine.
Oh, so cute. Yeah.
I want my mess. Yeah. I don't want anyone else.
You guys have figured out conversations along the way.
Yes, we can. Oh, yeah. We have conversations now.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
And I bet you had a lot of conversations if you won a $300 million lottery.
Yeah. We have those conversations. That's like the date night conversation. What would we do? What would we buy? Where would we live? All the things. And I was like, I don't want to move anywhere.
We would live in our house.
We would just
have very nice cars.
We would make an epic backyard.
There you go.
I'd throw $500,000 in there real quick.
Oh, you have a big enough lot for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. We would.
I love that.
We would do some things in the backyard for sure.
Well, good. This is good. Little part 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we wrapped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if we have a part 3. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, you got this.
Bye.
If you're in this season 2
or something we said hit home, follow along.
We'll see you next week.